Morning everybody from Worsborough in Barnsley. Hang on, let me get this off. Don't need that on. Winter damp issues. What are they? Well, you've got different types of winter damp issues, and they're probably not rising damp unless it's an old property. So I'm just going to take you through these. I came and did a report on this property. So if I stand like that, straight behind me over my right shoulder, you can see there's some damp patches. If I just move up here a bit, and then you can see some more damp patches. And then where I've been working, you had a similar damp patch on there. I'll take you upstairs in a bit and just show you bathroom and what we're going to do up there. But this corner here, you plaster that you'd had on. So they've had a damp course put in, some kind of damp course. And this bottom bit is relatively dry. This top bit, as you can see there, this was sand and cement render, a dense sand and cement render. And what we were getting here is something called cold bridging, cold thermal bridging. So when it's a solid wall and when outside that wall gets wet and cold, it makes inside surface freezing cold because it's solid. And then with property being having a high humidity because there's not adequate ventilation, I'll show you that in a sec as well. Then the water vapor condenses onto cold spots. This bit here, I've talked about it before, sulfate salts. So it all looks dry, and then you've got a patch here, and you're like thinking to yourself, why have you got that patch there? Well, chimneys used to have back boilers in, so they had a fire, and then when they were first built, because it built about 1900, and then they put a back boiler in. So when fire lit up, it sort of heated this box, which were full of water, and then that went up into the tank, into a storage heater. But they used to, and then they put radiators in. So pipework usually came out at wall in a hole. So it would come out there and it had gone up through the roof in a boxing in. And what they used to do is when they took that out, they've plastered it up probably with gypsum plaster browning, which reacts with salts. So you've got sulfate salts on chimney breast, which absorb moisture and show up as damp patches, which is what you've got there. Now what's happening is a lot of contractors are going around and seeing that, and then they're going, yeah, knock it all off, 1.2 metre high. And then they're saying it's rising damp. And like I said before, not all damp is rising. Very, very small proportion of damp is rising nowadays because a lot of it's been addressed. So I'll just show you that outside on this stonework. I'll tell you what we're going to do. So you see how wet it is, stonework, compared with rest. So this bottom bit. So obviously there's been some dripping onto the wall, splashing back onto here, creating a cold spot. You can see this bit of staining. You've got some further down. Show you it further down, and I'll show you why this is staining. So you've got it further down, and there's an issue on stairs. But that's because if you look up there, see that pipe sticking out? That's some kind of overflow pipe, and that's been leaking. So they've had to sort that out as well. So when I came for a survey, I kind of saw them bits. So this is cold bridging, cold thermal bridging. So I'm going to take it off. I'm even going to cut this back. So I'm going to cut this membrane off down to here, and then we'll just put express plastering system in. That'll go in, bit of salt neutralizer on, stick board on. Instantly you've got a warmer surface, a lot warmer surface, because dry grip that sticks it on, which is a waterproof adhesive, then it's a lot warmer being in contact with wall, you're not going to get that cold bridging through. What can I tell you? So a lot of properties have got these. It's an extractor fan, but it's a recircular extractor fan. It just recirculates air, filters it, takes smells out, recirculates air. So that's not on an external wall. This isn't in a terrace. So we've got to get some a fan in there, some ventilation. There's a PIV unit going in here anyway. So on bottom of the stairs here, again, cold spot. That's where that water were leaking down wall. They're just being and drop. Main guy whose house it is just being and drop ceiling because we need to get a PIV in here. You can see it mess. So I've got to come and sort some of that up here. And look at that. There's a wire being left. I don't know whether that's live or what, but part of the issue has kind of been this. So it's not nice, is it? Black mould, and that's because they've got a fannic bathroom, don't work adequately enough. I don't think it works at all. So listen, no, yeah, but it's no good. What it needs to be is a continuously running one. Or an alternating fan, which is what we're going to put in, alternating fan. So that part of issue down here. Got some black mould on stairs, so that's going to be treated with a special solution containing benzalkonium, a percentage of benzalkonium. This is going to be hacked off at the bottom because that will wet. Just this bit here. What else can I tell you about this job? So this is a job for this week. That's all I can tell you. I'll keep you updated on it. I'm going to try and do a live every now and again. I'm going to try and do a video a day, so for community and to give some knowledge. Again, you've got damp proofing bit down at the bottom, which is alright. Nice warm surface. Get up here, sand and cement, cold bridging. But I'm going to take that out, hack that out, have a look at it, put get a board in, which is a lot warmer surface, and then we're fitting a PIV unit, which is this one from Elta, and once that's installed, it'll take cleaner air or colder air out at roof space. They've had a new roof put on as well. Because I thought people that owned the house thought that it was an issue with roof. They had a new roof on which cost them thousands of pounds before they got me to come and do a survey. So could have saved them a bit of money there. So once that goes in, it'll draw into unit cleaner air, colder air, because it's nearer to the tiles, and filter it, and then on ceiling. I'll show you. So on ceiling, that'll be up on ceiling there like that, and then these vents here, it gently blows some cold air through at ceiling height, which mixes with warmer air that's risen up through the house, and that's on 24 hours a day. So it's positive pressure, so you've got clean air coming in constantly, pushes all damp air out, which is heavier, out of any cracks, fissures, door openings, it pushes it all out, it leaves you with cleaner air. They are brilliant, but don't rely on a PIV unit. As standard, get your extractor fans in your bathroom and make sure it's a good one. Get your extractor fans in your utility and kitchen if possible. Can't get one in here, but obviously we've got other things. So I just thought you'd be interested in that this live, and I hope you got some value from it. So that's Damp Sam trying to find a thing to sign off. Happy rest of the week, and I'll see you tomorrow. Here we go.